The North Cascades National Park is located just along the Canadian and American border in western Washington. The park was established for the preservation of unique mountain scenery, snowfields, and glaciers to inspire future generations. These unique mountains were protected from the encroachment of dams and resource extraction. These mountains have inspired poets, artists, and stewards for future generations. This beautiful landscape is being threatened by climate change. Climate change, the warming of the planet, is being caused by heat-trapping greenhouse gases. These gases absorb the heat that is reflected from the Earth's surface and re-emits it back into the Earth, acting as sort of a blanket around the world. Glaciers and snowfields have been the heart of the North Cascades for millions of years. With increases in temperature, we expect earlier and faster melting of snow. In the past, glaciers have been a vital supply of water and sediment, supporting life throughout the park. Unfortunately, we will likely lose our glaciers here in the park if current warming persists. As glaciers and permanent snowpack are reduced, we will see more rapid changes in water resources. This loss in permanent water resources will make the park more reliant on precipitation during the summer months. This could result in more extreme droughts and floods within the park. Changes in snowpack will affect the adorable snowshoe hare that changes its color to blend into the snow or understory. This failed camouflage would lead to overconsumption of snowshoe hare by the Canadian lynx, potentially harming both populations in the coming years. Park rangers can monitor snowshoe hare and Canadian lynx populations to better understand and predict changes in their populations. With increases in temperature and the risk of severe drought, the trees of our wonderful forest will be stressed. This stress will increase the risk of large wildfires and disease. Large wildfires and disease have already plagued much of the West from California to Alaska. However, hydrologists, climate scientists, biologists, and park rangers have been working tirelessly to address these challenges. A main focus of the park is keeping water resources to avoid large-scale disturbances such as fire and disease. This heavy undertaking is being carried out by our lovely friend, the beaver, who already lives in and protects the park. This ambitious architect raises the water table, providing the forest with groundwater, and slows water during precipitation events. This fella keeps the park from drought and flooding. Even with beavers existing in the park, they need our help to ensure their survival. Increasing and protecting beaver populations will make the park more resistant to climate change. Even with some of these protections and strategies, fires do occur. The sourdough fire burned nearly 3,000 acres in 2023. To aid in the adjustment to climate change, more tolerant plants of native species are planted in the burned areas. The National Parks team also undergoes extensive measures to reduce the invasion of non-native species that could damage these delicate habitats. Park employees are also taking steps to strengthen road systems by adding larger culverts under roads. Along with this, park employees are actively trying to reduce the risk of floods and damage across the North Cascades trail system. This addition will reduce the potential of our roadways being flooded or washed away and provide consistent access to the spaces that we all know and love. To protect our sensitive species that are most vulnerable to climate change, the park must protect certain areas. These areas will be shaded with cold groundwater or snow that can sustain year-round. These areas will offer our vulnerable species a place to take refuge and adapt to the new climate that the future will bring. The future of the park in many ways is uncertain, but with proper protection and your help as stewards of the land, we can keep the North Cascades. We can preserve the beauty that will inspire generations